Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Season 2 of the Mosquito Coast over on Apple TV+. In this series from Justin Theroux, who plays Allie Fox and his family, Margaret Fox, his wife played by Melissa George, and their two children, Logan Polish and Gabriel Bateman, who played Dina and Charlie. They have gotten through that whole journey in the first season, through those 7 episodes, they've gotten to a place where they're living off the grid, off in the jungles. And this particular season, which for some reason is now 10 episodes compared to the first season, really drags and stretches this story out so much over the course of this season, which with the 10 episodes was one of the biggest surprises for me, because I don't feel like this season really offered enough story to warrant not only keeping the length of the first season, but expanding upon it. You do have at the center of it, there are some important progressions that happen, and we get some layers to exactly why this family is off the grid and trying to run from America. And you get to see George really putting in some extra strong performance here in slowly pulling back the curtain on her perception of these events and what really happened. I've never been the biggest Justin Theroux fan, and I think he's fine in this. I still don't think he's giving the strongest performance, but I do want to give Polish and Bateman some credit for the two kids, because I feel like they've grown, progressed in this season, and are now getting to the point where like they can be a little bit more rebellious. They are sticking up for themselves and challenging their parents, who have never been open with them, to find the truth. And I do appreciate that some of the threads from the first season going through this season finally get some resolution by the end of this last episode. And I do appreciate the boldness of one of the decisions that they make towards the end of this season that really shakes the story up moving forward into the future. And it could cause a whole new dynamic to the show if they choose to continue it. To be perfectly honest, I kind of wish that they don't. I feel like this show really lost its steam, and this season was a slog at times. Really didn't offer up enough in terms of meaningful and engaging experiences. And so little happened in the course of like 500 minutes of this show, most likely. And it's a shame, because it is an interesting concept of a family going off the grid and trying to find a new life. But this second season finds them there, but just wandering and not really having a whole lot of sense of purpose. And I feel like there's some opportunities that could have added layers there. And I do appreciate how they slowly but steadily get more and more engrossed in these conspiracies and ideas. But in the end, I do feel like this season is a bit of a slog, really stretched out. And don't know if this is something that I would really recommend to people. I just feel like the investment of time doesn't really equal the payoff of what we're getting out of this show. The only thing keeping me there are some potentially interesting ideas in terms of the mystery of what's going on and what they could portray here. But in the end, this is, them trying to make another high-profile remake of something and it really not clicking, and now just feeling like it's drawn off and aimless, trying to get to another season, which I don't think would be the worst if they don't get there. But those are my thoughts on the Mosquito Coast Season 2. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies and TV. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.